Dzień dobry, cześć. This video by Where West about Polish supermarket will probably make me jealous because I've heard good thing about Polish supermarket.
How cheap our groceries here. So I'm gonna take you guys with me on my trip to the grocery store. So one of the stores that you're gonna find very frequently here are Zabkas. They are essentially kind of like 7-Elevens. You go inside.
Oh, nice.
They have a bunch of basic produce like here, you know, they got bananas. I mean, the bananas right now are not that good, although it's a little more expensive than like a regular supermarket. They also have a lot of like made ready food, sandwiches, pierogi, a lot of salads. You have some pasta over here. They have eggs, pretty much everything that you need. It's just generally a little more expensive because you're paying for convenience. Most of the time during the week they're open, I think, till 11, and on Sundays they close early at like 8 p.m. They even have like home supplies, toilet paper, tissue paper, detergent, toothpaste, all that good stuff. This candy is super lit, by the way. If you guys have never had it before, this is one of my favorite candies to eat here. It's like
Prince
a wafer
Polo?
chocolate, and then this one's also very good. I think it's a Polish brand. And they sell drinks and they sell alcohol, all that good stuff.
Isn't Prince Polo from near the Czechia border? This is where it's from, right?
But I don't do my normal grocery shopping here because it's a little pricey. It's more emergency stuff. They're so common, and I'm gonna show you right now because we're gonna go a block to the next supermarket. You're gonna see that there's literally a Zabka right at the next corner too. So there's a Zabka right there, and literally less than a block away there's another Zabka. I think this one is more for trying to service this building right here. It comes to show you how popular Zabka is here in Poland. And then here we have an Aldi, which is a discount supermarket. This is one of the supermarkets that I normally buy stuff at. This is Carrefour. This is like an express version, so this one doesn't sell meat. If you go to the supermarket early, the produce is generally a lot fresher. When I normally shop around like 5 p.m. because I've been getting up really late. If you come in the morning, I didn't expect it to be as packed as it is now. Like, look at the line. It's like a lot of people everywhere. Broccoli has a barcode already, so you don't need to go and weigh it. But for example, like a lot of the loose produce, you have to go to like a scale that they have around the produce section. Weigh it, you have to print like a price tag for it. These apples are...
This is similar to here in Thailand. You put your broccoli inside a bag and you bring it and the guy weighed it and he put a sticker and then flip the bag. I think it's similar to this.
Are bags, so they're already weighed and you don't have to go and put them on the scale. The apples here are quite good. A lot of times, a lot of foreigners, when they come here, they don't know how that works. So you'll be at the front, they'll ask you to go back and weigh on the scale. So you got to keep that in mind. So this is what I'm...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's more expensive when it's already pre-prepared in the package than when you pick it up individually. I think it ends up costing less when you pick it up individually, but correct me if I'm wrong.
So you'll see a bunch of these scales in all the supermarkets here. So what you got to do this, and then I got some carrots. So where is the carrot? Marchu. You print out a little price tag. Boom, like that. Sometimes what I like to do,
I thought someone was gonna do it for him, but he's doing it himself. Okay, that's unique though.
Is you can pack multiple things in one bag, but you just have to make sure to weigh every single one.
Oh, I like it.
All these stickers. Let's say you have multiple things in one bag. You can put all the stickers on one bag so you can save plastic. Something that I really recommend about Polish cuisine, like at the supermarkets, is they have a lot of these pre-packed salads and coleslaws. They're actually very, very good. There's something that I can't find here that you can eat in Poland and Ukraine. It's like a beet salad that I really, really like. Also, something that I found quite surprising here in Poland is that
Is it called borscht or it's something else?
Really love tea, very similar to Chinese people. So you'll have a lot of coffee. Coffee is quite easy to get here, but if you are a fan of tea like me, just know that there's a lot of really good options here for that.
Wow, how many flavor do you have?
Dairy sections in Poland are also very, very big, and the yogurt here is quite fantastic. You know, there's a lot of people who are lactose, and then when they go to other countries like Europe or Asia, because the milk is made differently, it doesn't affect your stomach as much. And that's definitely the case for me. Every time I'm back in the US and I eat dairy or drink like a milkshake, they're pasteurized a certain way, they're so processed, and it generally will lead to me breaking out all over my body. And it's particularly serious when I eat cheese. However, cheese here in Europe is just made differently. It tastes a lot better and it doesn't do the same kind of damage to me as the cheese back in the US. One of the good things about a lot of the supermarkets,
as someone from Canada is right, and I have the same issue here in Thailand, is that when I drink milk and I take coffee, it's always it or miss if I'm gonna end up pooping in the toilet. It is what it is.
It's here is that they have a lot of these self-checkout stands like this. And this comes to show you how honest the Polish people are. They'll usually have different options for different languages. This one has a lot, but normally they only really have it in English. You have the even Ukrainian for all the Ukrainians here as well. But let's just do English. The tag for this, so I had to go back and do it.
Please put the card into the card reader and follow the instructions.
So I was having trouble fixing my bike, and then the Polish guy who works here came and he helped me with the bike. That was so nice. Okay, so
how do you prevent people from stealing though?
something else you're gonna find a lot here are these kind of farmers market stands. There are certain places here in Krakow where you can get a whole area that's full of like farmers markets, but this is just like a local fruit stand that has everything. Super nice. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Denmark.
Yeah, what's your name?
Emil.
Then how do you like Poland so far?
Oh, it's great. The
Yeah.
weather is great. Down in Denmark, it's raining all the time, and
Really? Because a lot of people say how great Denmark is.
it's a nice country.
Thank you, man. See you later.
See you later.
Peace. One of the things that I really love about Krakow is how bikeable the whole city is. Right now I'm on the road with all the cars, but they have a specific designated bike lane for us, which is really nice. And because the whole entire city is flat, you can go everywhere, either by walking, by tram, or by bike. And because the city is relatively small, it only takes you really 20 minutes any given time to get anywhere you want to go in the city. One of the other big supermarkets here is Auchan, and that's probably the best one, to be honest. They have the best quality meat, and it's super huge. You can find anything there. The only problem is that it's so far away from where I live. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get there. But generally, I just shop at Carrefour or Biedronka because those are the most accessible and they're everywhere around the city. Biedronka.
I was gonna say, that blue sky looks so healthy, like no pollution. Like I have not seen a sky like this for a long time.
This is probably the most
Biedronka.
common store that you'll find everywhere, and it's nice because they have everything and they also sell meat. So one of the best things about Poland is their bread. Bread is no joke here. They really know how to do bread, and you can find a bunch of like really fresh loaves like this.
Let me show you something. They started to sell potato bread, country grain, and whole wheat. It's so convenient now. I can have real bread that is not like white slice, you know.
In any supermarket, Carrefour, Biedronka, for quite cheap. So this little loaf right here is $1. The only downside about this fresh bread is that they go bad quite
$1?
quickly. I don't eat a lot of bread in general just because the Asian diet doesn't require it. Usually
But-
the bread will get bad in around 3 to 4 days, so keep that in mind.
But that's good. White bread, you can let it for 2 weeks, but that means that the ingredients are cheap, right? I like the fact that the bread turned purple after 2-3 days. That means that it's good quality.
Generally, because it's so cheap, it's not that big of a deal anyways. Fish quality here is all right. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. It's just kind of something in the middle. Out of all the other supermarkets, this is the cheapest. And something that I really like is that when you buy meat here, a lot of times they will be cut already. The meat is quite good. It's not the best. I think Auchan is the best. But what I generally like to get is the chicken breast. You can get it julienne like that. You can get it in little cubed pieces like this, which is probably my preference. You can also get it in just like regular chicken breast, chicken thigh, all that stuff. They even have like this pre-marinated chicken, which is quite convenient. So I'm gonna try it. Let's see how it goes. I grocery shop once or twice a week because I prefer to cook over eating out. Lately, Poland has been quite expensive when you go out to restaurants. When you eat in the restaurants now, they're generally around like minimum you'll spend around 30 zloty up to around 50. Whereas if I cook by myself, each meal is around like $2 to $3, which is a much better deal. And I can control what I eat because I prefer to eat Asian food. They don't really have vegetables in Polish cuisine, so it's nice being able to just cook my own food. Best cookies ever made. These cookies are so good. I have a carton of 20 eggs.
I'm sure you guys are vegetable. It's a little bit of an understatement.
And this costs 16 zloty, so about $4. So I can't find the OG one,
Not
but
bad.
these they're called Cine Minis, which is essentially the equivalent of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch here is not as sweet as the one in the US, which is perfect for me because I don't like eating a lot of sugar. But a lot of my American friends have told me that they miss how sugary the ones from the States are because it'll leave like that rim of cinnamon inside the milk with it. Now that we're all finished with our groceries, we're gonna go back, count everything up, and I'm gonna show you how much everything costs. This will probably last me like 4 days. So I got a couple of deli meat, and I usually will make this with my breakfast sandwich. Do a couple pieces of bread. I'll put an avocado,
Ooh,
put a
look
fried egg.
nice.
So if you were to total everything up, you get 185 zloty. That's usually more or less my budget. I'll spend around 200 zloty every time I go to the grocery stores. Usually that is for the first time that I go, and then in the second half of the week, I'll just order like some small things that I need. Maybe it'll be like a couple of meat if I need more meat, or if I eat out a lot during the week, I'll still have some left over. I think on average, a good budget is around 400 zloty a week, which is around more or less $100 a week, but you can definitely get by on less. The quality of the produce is actually not that bad, and the quality of the meat isn't terrible either. If you buy from Biedronka, there's kind of like a running joke that we're not entirely sure what the meat is, but I haven't had any problems with the meat so far. So what do you guys think? Is it more or less than you guys thought? How does it...
It's probably less than I thought, because I think that the prices are really comparable to the grocery store here in Thailand. I guess it will depend on the brand, right? I'm sure that there's a way for him to spend more. I think he tried to put it on the budget, so I think overall it's quite similar to the price that we have here. Thank you for watching, everyone.